Hi guys, it's David from Magma. I'm just going to do another video for you on our Mag v3.0 software with FX Pro C Algo. So let's get your software opened up now and let's see what we'll cover in this video. So in this video then we are going to cover the Exponential Moving Average indicator, or EMA for short, which is listed here down the side of Mag. The Exponential Moving Average indicator plots the average closing price over a user-defined period to create a trend signal line on your price chart. The smaller EMA use less data and are therefore closer to the current price action. 14 and 20 EMA are examples of this, and these are classed as the weaker indicators. Larger EMA using more data are more accurate when used for support and resistance levels, as they plot a more general view of the bigger picture of that trend. These would be examples of 100 and 200 EMA periods. The way MAG uses the EMA indicator is to determine where trades will open and close, buys only occurring when the price is above all specified EMAs, and sell trades only occurring when the price is below all specified EMAs. As there are multiple EMAs that can be used at once in MAG, all of these would have to give the same signal before a trade can enter. Let's cover some of the customizable parameters then for EMA at this point, starting with the standard include indicator. As we've mentioned in previous videos, this is just set to yes or no based on whether you would like to include or exclude this indicator from this instance of MAG. So let's go ahead and leave that on yes for the moment. Moving down, we have an include buy and an include sell parameter. Again, these are just set to yes or no, depending on whether you'd like EMA to look for trades in both directions or only in a single direction. And you would just set either one of these to no if you wanted to do a single direction, or both to yes if you wanted both directions. Next we have the EMA time frame, or TF. This would usually be set to match your price chart time frame, so mine would be a 4-hour in this case on this USD JPY 4-hour price chart. So let's go ahead and set that time frame to 4-hour for this example. Any of the time frames in the drop-down list are available to use with this indicator. Though there's only one selectable time frame in this indicator, you will see below that instead there are 5 different EMA period parameters instead of your trade signal parameters, where you can customize which ones you'd like to include. A good idea here would be to have at least 2 or 3 different EMA periods included, especially if you're using this indicator on its own, rather than paired with another indicator, which is possible in MAG. So I'm going to go ahead and customize these for you so we can show you an example. They're all set to 14 as standard, so I'm just going to go ahead and change a few. I'll set one to 50, one to 100, and 1 to 200, which is a popular and strong indicator on EMA. The period 5, because I haven't chosen to customize that one, I would just match that to one of the values that I have chosen. In this case 14 is going to be fine. That would also be the case if you were selecting 3 of the 5. You would just set 4 and 5 to values that you've already chosen. This would effectively mean that the 4 and 5 are ignored, as it's already checking those EMA periods. Now we've covered the parameters, let's get our visual indicator set up. So EMA, or Exponential Moving Average, is a standard indicator, so will be included in your platform. There's no need to download this one. As we've done in previous videos, we right-click on the price chart and go to Indicators. You can then search for it in the search bar, or you can go into the Trend menu and it will be listed in here, Exponential Moving Average. Once you select that, you will be presented with this box where you will be asked to set the settings for your EMA indicator line. In this first example, we'll set it to 14 to match our period for this one. And you can also specify the colour here as well. So let's go for 14 and we'll use a blue. That's okay, and that will plot this on our price chart. As I mentioned earlier, this line will be quite close to the current price action because it is using fewer periods and gives a more direct look at exactly what is happening on the price chart. You'll see the difference in the higher period ones when I add those. So in this example, I'm going to move past the 50 and I'll just show you the difference between this one and some of the higher ones, such as the 100 and the 200. So same thing again to add another EMA. And we'll set this one to 100. I'll choose a different colour so I can differentiate between them. Just choose yellow for this one. And you can see the difference there immediately, that the line itself is a little further away from the current price chart, but it will still be heading in the general direction of the price. I'm going to go ahead and add the 200, which is another one that we specified, and I'll show you the differences between them. So for the 200, I'll go for pink, which is a nice outstanding colour. So here again, this is travelling in the general direction of the trend. However, this is a little further away from the current price action. This doesn't mean it's any less useful. It just means that on this small chart shot that we have at the moment, this is just kind of probably starting in an uptrend. So let's have a look at a more zoomed out view where you can see more history of the chart, and let's see how relevant those lines actually are. So you'd come up to your plus and minus magnifying glasses at the top, and you can zoom out using just a click in here. Okay, so we've zoomed right out, and as you can see, those larger period EMAs are still very much on the trend that is happening. So that's the 100, remember? So it's reasonably close to the price action, but it just filters out some more of the noise or up and down movements across the general trend. And again, the 200 is much the same and is a much stronger indicator in terms of where the trend is heading. As I again mentioned earlier in the video, for a trade to enter, for a buy trade, it would have to be, the candlesticks would have to be above all of these indicators, and you would also have the 50 in this example on your price chart. And for any sell trade to enter, the candlesticks would have to be below all of these lines. I think that's everything we are going to cover in this video. So hopefully you have an understanding of how this one will work and how to set it up. If you have any questions, leave those in the comment section. And you can give the video a like if it's helped you out. You could also subscribe to the channel for all of our other videos and any future videos as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.